I like to think myself as a voyager. I have always liked traveling and I've been in all continents except Antarctica. It has started when I was a kid with my parents and has continued since then. If you consider the places I lived, the place where I went for leisure, and the one for work, I have been in total in 42 countries. You probably have seen this application in Facebook where you can draw a map with all the places you visited. Let's try to create a little more advanced version of that map in Tableau. So what I have here is a file where I've got my list of countries, as well as the number of weeks I've been spending in each country. And then I make a distinction between vacation, residence, and work, where place I've been for work. So it's pretty straightforward to have that map in Tableau. I can double click on country, and then on number of weeks. And then you can see that you've got a number of dots. But it's kind of hard to see the other dots other than Australia and France, where I spend most of my time. So one way to go over that issue is to filter based on the nature, and I will only display the place where I've been for vacation and for work. So now it's much easier to see the dots. You can see that I've been in many places, but there's still a bit of issue here. So one of the issue is that the dot is always put in the middle of the country, which means that for Australia, I've been in the middle of nowhere. So let's go and have a look at another representation. What I can try is to have a field map instead of a symbol map. So now it's pretty better. I think it's better. We can see all the places I've been. We can see that I've been in many different locations. But I think it's a bit misleading still, because if you have a look, for instance, in this place here, Indonesia, it seems like I've been to every single island of Indonesia. And actually, I only been to places like Bali, Lombok, and Sulawesi. And worst of all, I cannot see anymore that I've been in places like Malta, Reunion Island, or even Luxembourg. These places are simply too tiny. On the other hand, have you noticed Canada? Your eye cannot miss it, simply because it's massive. But if you have a closer look, you will see that in fact I only been there once a week. So I wish I had been to places like Russia or China instead of all these tiny countries. That will be much more impressive. And showing off is all what Facebook is about, right? Let's stop this little demo in here. What I wanted to illustrate is that when it comes to map, as with all the other visualization, it's not a one-size-fits-all, and there are mistakes to avoid. And maybe you don't know, but there are actually a number of options that can be used when it comes to map. We've seen the more standard ones, symbol maps and field map, but have you heard of things like bivariate symbol, bivariate choropleth maps, point distribution map, density map, X-style maps, X-bin maps, value by alpha maps, spider maps, or flow maps? So the goal of this session is to have a comprehensive view on all these different techniques, understand how to implement them in Tableau, and review the advantages and limitations of each technique. Regardless of your level of expertise in Tableau, this session will help you to determine what map type is the best for your particular use case.